Hi, I'm Michael from Tailormade, here to show you how to assemble our Elements cutting table. As you can see, it does come in 2 boxes. Okay, step 1 is to take all the components out of the boxes, lay them down, check them with your instructions to make sure that everything is there. There should be 15 pieces here. Okay, step 2 is to get your cam screws and put them through, and now I've got the pieces laid out here for you. So this is piece number 8, number 9, number 10 and number 1. You'll see where we're going to put them. There's the holes here with the little plastic lugs in them. You will see in these 2 panels here that they've got metal ones here. You do not put them in here, okay? They're only going in the plastic holes, plastic lugs. So you just put it in there like so, and you just tighten it up. Again, you don't want to over tighten, you just want to get it nice and flat and like so. Go ahead and you put them all in. Okay, as you can see, now we've put them all in. Just please take note that piece 1 has the cam screws on both sides. And just to complete off step 2, is we're going to put the dowels in. We've got 8 dowels, little wooden dowels like so, okay? And they go in these holes just here, okay? This one here is in piece 9, put them in like so, and then also in piece number 8. Okay. There you go, just give them a little bit of a tap down, make sure they're all nice and down, like that. And that's step 2. Okay, step 3. As you can see, step 3 has quite a few pieces. I do stress with this cabinet, please take your time, follow the instructions and watch what we do carefully. This cabinet has got quite a few steps to it. Okay, so step 3, we have piece 1, piece 2, piece 3, piece 4, piece 6, piece 7, piece 8 and piece 9. Okay, start with attaching panel 6 to panel 1. Okay, and what we do is we tip this on the side like so. We place it in, be nice and careful, get it like so. When assembling this unit, it is actually very important to cam lock as you go. Some of the units I showed a bit earlier in other videos, you'll see that we leave the cam locks out and cam lock later. This is a unit that you must cam lock as you go. Very important. Okay, then you grab piece 3 and you're putting it into these 2. Like so. As I keep mentioning, please cam lock as you go. Put them in and tighten. Okay. As you can see, I'm working on one side at the moment. Okay, and this is for a reason. Okay, now piece number 7 is going up here. This one's a little bit more tricky because you've got to get underneath to get the cam locks. Okay. Like so. So just make sure you hold it, don't let that fall, put a little pressure on it. You either can use your knee, like so, to hold it up. And you put your cam lock underneath. And you get your screw. And you tighten. Okay. Next step here is to place piece 8 onto all these pieces. This is a little bit tricky. As you can see, there's a little bit of an angle facing down, so we have to adjust things as we go. So this one's a little bit more fiddly, so take your time, and if you take your time, you will get it done. So we just make sure we lift it up like so, get things sort of going in the right positions. Now also you're lining the dowels up, so you've got cam locks going into these big holes, and you've also got to line the dowels up with the smaller holes. So you can sort of lift up your cabinet, get it started. Let's get that started, okay? So let's hold that for the moment. Let's lift this one up here, get your holes lined up. You might have to get down a little bit, move it around, okay? Okay, so stand over it so the cabinet doesn't move, and then you can start pushing it in like so. And now everything seems to be all nice and together. And it'll all tighten up as you cam lock. Okay, as you can see, we have got all the cam locks in. It's all, so that side's completed. All you have to do is exactly the same on the other side with piece 4 and piece 9 to complete the other end. As you can see, we have now completed the other side. It's all cam locked in. Okay, and that's how it should look. So now we grab piece 2, which is the back. Okay, and as you can tell, one thing to remember when placing these pieces on, very important to make sure that the grooves are facing in. Okay, very important. So it shows anyway by the cam, but just ensure to get that right. Place that into there like so. Just wiggle it down so it gets in all the way to the bottom. Like so. Next step is to grab piece number 5. Piece number 5 sits in here. Now, it is important to make sure that you get these around the right way. So you've got to have a look at the other side over here to make sure they line up, because it will only go in one way. If you tip it up upside down, you have a look here, make sure they line up. If you haven't got them in the right position, they won't line up, and then your shelves will be all crooked. So I believe that's the right way, like that. And you place it on like so. Okay, so once we've cam locked in piece number 5, that's all done. We get piece number 10 and we put it on top. Again, this one can be a little bit tricky, depending on holes you've got to line up. Okay, so there we go. So you line them all up slowly, lock them down. You come out the back here, because you want to make sure that you just get all that lined up back to the backboard into the top slot underneath the piece 10, which it did for me nicely. And there we go, we cam lock that in. And we're ready for the top. Okay, as you can see, we've placed all the pieces inside here. These are all the bits you need to put the top together. I will point out here, with the little hydraulic lifters here, is that they do come with these screws inside. We don't use these screws. We actually put in for you a lot better screw into the pack, and these are the screws that we use to assemble the top. Okay, the first thing you want to do is bring the top up here like so, on the bottom side, with the 3 holes as you can see, because we're going to place the hinge. Okay, I really do highly recommend using a drill for this section. You can use a drill all the way through, but this is a section here I really highly recommend it. Okay, so you place, as you can see here, the bottom of the hinge there, place it into that position. Okay, and there's sort of like a little mark there to tell you where the screw starts. Okay, and with your drill, and you don't want to go too hard and fast with the drill. Take it fairly easy, you know, so you don't want to. And I highly recommend too, never actually tighten everything all the way every time. Always leave it loose, okay, and get your other one in first before tightening. Okay, it's sort of like a general thing you do with all sort of furniture. Okay, so that's all looking in pretty good position. Make sure it's all nice and down, so you actually want to tighten up one side. Again, I wouldn't over tighten it at this stage. There we go, nice and in. Continue with the other 2. Okay, once you've got the hinges on, you put the table up like so. Now the important thing here is to make sure that we've got to line this part here of the hinge with the hole here. The way you do that, these little pieces come off like so. Okay, this takes a little bit, you've got to be a little bit careful here. The bottom screw, see how we've got the bottom screw? Just undo the bottom screw, just bring it down. A little bit hard to do, just start with your fingers, maybe like that, just to hold it quickly, and then tighten, and do that to all 3. Okay, once you've done that, all your holes are lined up, what you want to do is you want to screw it into the holes, just like start it with your fingers, which makes it easier, and then screw it in, start it like so. And then continue it through. Now it's time to attach the gas lifter. I want to make sure when you're attaching it that the smaller moving section is on the top of the cabinet, and this paste section here is on the side. Very important. It doesn't go this way, it goes this way. Very important. First thing you need to do is to click this in. You need a little bit of strong hands to do this, because once it gets in there, it's in there. Okay. Once the kebab goes inside, then you need to attach it to the side here. I'll show you like so. Now I haven't tightened that up completely, because we need to move it around a little bit to make sure that we get it in the right position. So you just put the second screw in, don't tighten up all the way, okay, like so. Okay, the next step is now to put this section on. You want to finish this one first before you move to the other side. Okay, the next thing is to attach this to the top here. Make sure that this side here, this knob here, is on the outside, okay? Very important to make sure. And when we do this, we don't want to tighten this one up all the way either at the moment. Okay? So we want to just get that. Just make sure it's nice and loose. Get the other one in. Okay, now we can attach this section to here. So we can actually, like so, we can move this down, get in position, and then you move that down. This is just, we want to make sure it's in the right position, and you click it in like so. Okay, so now what I do is I want to make sure the closes. It's closing. Okay, so that's moving now, so we want to make sure that we tighten that up. Probably get that in at that position there. I think that looks like it's in the right position about like so. Just tighten up this top one. Okay. Okay. And now we want to just close it to make sure that the cabinet's going to close. There we go. And lift it up again to say make sure. Be careful when doing this because you haven't got the other side on yet, so you don't want to be banging it around, but just to make sure that this side here is functioning properly, which it is. And all you do now is exactly the same on the other side, which I do now. Okay, there's 4 adjustable shelves, okay, quite easy to assemble. You've got the little lugs that come in the pack. Now you can either put them where you like, you put that lower, you put them a little bit higher, wherever you want. And this time I was going to put them in the middle. So that means I put them in the middle. That means I put these lugs in the middle of each one. The front and the back. And do the same on the other side. Okay, and then you just put the shelf in, like so. And then you can then put your other 3 shelves in wherever you want to.